Alan Hubbard on a mission, solving ghostly superstition. Red lobsters one by one, helping spirits, it's begun. Lobster ghosts with things to say, unfinished business every day. Minimum wage, but he's brave. Haunting heroes, he will save. Ghost lobster, detective solving mysteries. He's selective in every red lobster to stop their ghostly roster. Adam's got his ghost and ray, spooky tales he keeps steady. In the kitchen, in the hall, he'll answer every lobster call. Claws and whispers in the night, Adam brings them to the light. Spirits resting finally, all because of Hubbard's spree. From coast to coast he travels far, in his trusty ghostly car, helping lobsters find their peace. Adam brings their sweet release. Lobster ghosts with things to say, unfinished business every day. Minimum wage, but he's brave. Haunting heroes, he will save. Ghost lobster dip, go slow bills. Ghost lobster, detective solving mysteries. He's selective in every red lobster to stop their ghostly roster. Adam's got his ghost and ray, spooky tales he keeps steady. In the kitchen, in the hall, he'll answer every lobster. He'll answer every lobster. Claws and whispers in the night, Adam brings them to the light. Spirits resting finally, all because of Hubbard's spree. From coast to coast he travels far, in his trusty ghostly car, helping lobsters find the peace. Adam brings their sweet release. Adam brings their sweet release.
Man, I'm so hungry. I had 2 steaks for dinner, didn't get to finish my orange. All the frozen yogurt places were closed. Big buttery moon up there. The sidewalk kind of looks like ice cream if you squint hard. The stairs look like cake. Pass the potatoes, beans, butter, peas, pie, the butter. Pass the gravy and the stuffing. Hey, I put a couple of rolls in my pocket. Is that okay?
There's some chips under the cushion. Help yourself.
Waffles, waffles.
It's more! Just saying it! It's moist! You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the eye.
everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Dave. This is FFOP Radio. Welcome to it. It's Wednesday, so that usually means we're going to do something that's, old. For, the kids would say cringe, maybe. But before we get into all of that, and I got some things to unpack, obviously, Chris and my co-host and producers in studio.
Hi. I'm here.
So, welcome, Brick. Welcome, Matt. Number one, just right off the bat, this has nothing to do with the commercials, but like true crime related. Jim Can't Swim uploaded their first video in like a year and promised to become an active channel again. So, hey, there we go. FDO is in the house as well. Thank you for supplying the our Thanksgiving, the third theme song. No, the second of three. I mean, yeah, what you did. So here we are.
You know what you did.
You know what you did. Why are we here? We're not going to talk about Christmas yet. There's time for that. We got the whole month. Right? Watch their new one. Like, it's one of the most hilarious cases that I'm glad they covered it because it is, like, wildly absurd, but we're not here for that. I was sick over the Thanksgiving holiday, so we didn't get to do all of the Halloween, God damn it, Thanksgiving stuff that I had. Oh, we did the Halloween stuff already. So in an effort to stave off Christmas a little bit, and we'll give Thanksgiving a little love, a little room to breathe, because everything everybody sent me was missed, and I am bummed about that. So we're having Thanksgiving leftovers. I've got two pieces of media, or two videos here for you. One is not that old, actually. It's from 2022, but it is from my home state of Arizona about the safety around frying your turkey. And since Christmas or whatever you want, you can fry a turkey. It's always good to be safe about shit. So we'll learn maybe a little bit about safety. I was scrubbing through a little bit. It looks like, knowing nothing about it, all I did was scrub through it. It looks like somebody stands in front of a bunch of people on a podium talking to them as someone, two people, maybe firemen, like drop a turkey too fast in the pot behind them and like just erupts in smoke.
Everybody
as
dies.
Like they like in flames as like different people come up to the podium to make a talk, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Christmas episode. We'll have that coming up. Don't you worry. We'll have Christmas episodes. I've got a bunch of special stuff that, speak of the devil, FDO has been putting together Christmas-wise for us. So we've got the Christmas stuff on the way. But we're here for Thanksgiving, more or less. So, like I said, this is from 2022. And really quick, also, when you introduce something grand scheme, you're going to have people getting hurt by it, like frying foods. Like here in the Valley of the Sun, every summer there's a Watch Your Kids Around Water campaign because it's super hot here all the time and everybody has pools and people get lazy. So Dave Muncie and all the other local news personalities are always pushing that agenda. And I feel like that, we can tell everybody to be as safe as possible around water. People, children, pets, other animals are going to fall in and drown. Same thing with this turkey thing, except, like, most people who can't afford, I don't know what I'm saying here, but, like, there's a different, like, with a pool, it'll maybe grab one or two family members of yours. With this turkey thing, you could destroy generations on a holiday.
Right.
So I'm getting at. So it's weird that it's insanely dangerous, especially because nobody understands like volume displacement in liquid.
Yeah.
I mean, just, tangentially, I'm aware of that because I've seen enough fail army at this point.
Brick says we just use our ovens to cook turkeys.
Yeah, back in the day, that's what we all did. But somewhere along our timeline, someone dropped a turkey carcass into some boiling peanut oil. And, it's the best thing.
They didn't die, so it's good.
Yeah, well, they probably didn't. It's not like hard, right? If you have a pot and you fill it to the brim, or like you have a surface tension of water, of oil above it, where's the turkey going? Like, what are you displacing? Don't be a King Cobra JFS and just like heat oil to its maximum before it just bursts into flames and then just start chucking cold shit into it. And also leave room for your food. Moral of the story is, probably this is going to get this show claimed, but buckle up because we're about to find out how to cook a turkey.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out to the Phoenix Fire Department Training Academy. This is our annual demonstration of what can go wrong.
And this is just a classic Thanksgiving scene, right? There's Uncle Jimbo wearing his Michael Myers coveralls. His hands and feet were lost in one of the wars. He lost most of that leg. He's wearing his, that's probably like a 98 KUPD local reference. Beanie he's wearing there. Welcome to the patio. It's not the man cave. It's the patio. And P.S., these are windows that are like 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper that are printed to be windows.
Yep.
Look at this guy. He's like, well, you can't really see him from where you're at, but he's like, time to destroy. Look at that thing. Let's go.
On a day that is supposed to be spent with family and
Not burning out to death in agony.
celebrating.
Why does he sound like he's not
this,
from
of course,
here?
is the worst case scenario we're going to see here. But a lot of elements go into this. Too much oil.
Looks like your house, Brick. It's a cool house. You still got that guy out there with all his arms and legs missing?
in the
Look at that
pan.
guy.
It's heated up too hot. The turkey is not completely defrosted. You're going to see all of that take place at once, and that's going to represent the worst case scenario of not having everything.
Holidays just have to be like the worst time of year if you become an EMS worker.
100%.
Like cops, police, but the fire rather, paramedics, like hospital workers, they must loathe like anytime hillbillies can get together and like toss a turkey into some oil or blow off fireworks.
Everything properly done. We've got a structure here which demonstrates
Oh, the paper windows
basically
blew
a
away on
patio.
Brick's house.
Oh, damn
And
it.
when we see the largest
You can't see those beautiful vistas.
destruction and the fatalities that spreads into a house fire,
I love the constant whistling, like there's an alarm, like this is a fire
Yeah.
department place.
There's
There
a
must
fire
just be an
somewhere.
alarm going off all the time. But like no one can shut that shit down. Or maybe it's a cardinal going crazy. But I love like the two lackluster broke dick like Honeywell smoke detectors. Like who are these for? Like are they holding a raffle later?
Yeah, it's a raffle.
Like is Ned Flanders gonna go home with one of these and a nice shoe buffer?
it's because they didn't have a place that was out in their yard, free of overhead obstructions. And so what you're going to see here is somebody that would be dropping a turkey in thinking that they've got everything set up, but actually it's a very dangerous endeavor. So what we're going
They
to
went
show
to the
you
oil
is
level.
oil that is too hot, oil that is too high, and a turkey
There's another alarm joining the chorus.
Yeah.
It's on a slightly different pitch and time loop.
Yeah.
It's happening, Julia.
that is
Hey.
not yet completely
The demon
defrosted.
CNA,
And
that's a
we're going to
badass
show you
name.
that it's a structure that you should
Now
not
there's 3 or 4 alarms. What's happening?
Just-
like
it's
they haven't even
everything.
burnt down the shed yet.
not ever have a turkey fryer on your patio, under anything that could spread into your home.
These are like
So we're going to
coffers
show
and
you what can go on, and then we're
courtroom
going to
photo.
take any of your questions afterwards. So again, we want you to have a safe and
You know those type of people who exist out there that like leave between 1 and 7 fire or smoke detectors in their house on low batteries, so they're just hearing that beep like every 15 to 45 seconds roughly.
Ugh.
Like those people, I don't understand those people. 2 people on this planet I understand: furries and people can let their fucking smoke alarms just beep until, Jehoshaphat. Because, like, I even hear something that sounds like that in my house, and I'm ripping them all down and replacing the batteries.
Yep.
Like, it's never just like one that goes bad at once. It's like 3 or 4 to whack.
It's insane.
So I just have a basket of batteries under my TV for any time, because I am not one of these people who can be like, because like if you ever worked a phone job or called a friend, you can hear it in the background. You go, "Is that your smoke detector?" And they go, "Huh? Oh yeah, I guess so."
I'm gonna call RJ out on this one.
yeah.
We did a stream with him and it was beeping.
And it's got like, are you mental? Like, dude, how do you drown that out? There are some pitches and frequencies that are designed to make you listen to them. The fire or the smoke detector beep is exactly that. It bores into my brain like, a jagged metal crustio. And the people who can just go like, "Ah, what the fuck are you people?"
Yeah.
and happy Thanksgiving with your family. And we're going to show you now exactly how it can go terribly wrong.
We have the ones that are, okay, so FDO, just to address that, we have ones here that are both. I don't know why they need both, but in Arizona, the ones that, like when I was an electrician, the ones that people are installed around on the job sites I was at, and in my own goddamn house, they are wired because I've got a 20 amp circuit that feeds them, But I've also got the batteries, which I mean is, I guess, because if there's a fire in the panel and that blows, you still need a backup power source. But god damn, is it annoying. So annoying. I'd rather burn to death than hear another low battery beep on a fire. You know, like, just let me burn I'll sleep on top of a pile of dead smoke detectors if it means I never have to hear those things again.
Oh, yeah. They say they're good every 10 years. You have to change them. Oh.
Can't even get...
Sorry, boss.
Oh, they teach you in fireman school.
There we go.
Yeah, way too much oil. This is what if the oil is too hot. Also, if you have more than a gallon of excess.
Yeah.
Fire guy. He didn't call out the products he was pushing up at the... Like, what's going on? So when does the fire start? Everybody's asking. You have to puncture it with a fireman's pole?
Just knock it over?
Okay.
That's not how it happens.
How is it that Fail Army can capture...
The thing's blowing up.
conservatively 247,000 hours of people dropping turkeys into pots of peanut oil and immediately erupting in flames. And these people are fire professionals, and it is their goal to start a fire, fuck it up. Dude has to kick it over.
Right.
Like, what at this point, what are we role-playing as? The hillbilly looking to kill his family? Like, you made it safely past that extra gallon of oil coming out and just, like, douching your porch. Now, like, you're like 12 Keystones in, and there's like the pot said something bad about your mom, so you kick it over on your limbless cousin here.
Hey,
drinking root beer, by the way. Let me make this bigger. See that? He's drinking root beer. Won't even let him have a drink on fucking Thanksgiving. Look, he gave his arms and legs to his country.
Hey, this isn't good. Get fired. Just knock it over.
Jameson points out a good thing, though. Here's the thing. If you walk away with nothing else, simply don't kick over the
just
fucking
don't kick
thing.
it. You can cook with a roof over your head like that. Just don't
Also,
kick it.
I want to question the design choices of, not the design choices, but the decorative choices. So they went and did this whole, like, welcome to the patio thing. That looks like straight out of, a paper cutout of something they found on, like, a Michael's website. But then, like, just like a fireman's poster.
Yeah. Got a dog.
Self-serving much? Catch on fire, you stupid dummy! Turns out they started the fire alarms a little early.
Whoa.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing. They had the smash cut. Jesus. Did they do a Windows Movie Maker?
I don't think the oil was hot
How
enough.
long did that take to happen? Because you would literally have to be someone without any arms or legs to let this happen to you. And even then, like, if you've seen the movie Freaks, dude had no arms and no legs. He was just a torso and a head. He could roll his own cigarette. This guy is definitely getting out of there before he burns to life. Like,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah. Especially if someone kicked over the bucket in front of him.
Yeah, like, true crime, this ain't. I know, it's a go-to reference, FDO. Can we please, I want the camera to turn and see how many people are in the audience, if there is any. Like, if they turn around, it's just like a producer with a clipboard, a pen behind his ear, and he's like...
To keep it going.
No, telling the guy to turn back around, look at the fire.
Oh. What did I stumble into?
This is not how to cook a turkey. First of all, you don't drop it straight in with an unsure friend of yours who's also a fireman. And then, when it doesn't catch on fire and you've dodged that bullet...
Yep.
Don't go then to kick it onto your friend who's like lounging on your hay bale couch.
Drinking root beer.
This is just insane.
And you'd think the guy would be talking during this.
Well, that's the wild thing. When I was scrubbing through it, like, okay, let's just cut ahead.
We're cooking on Uncle Cletus.
Well, they're literally just watching like the facsimile of a porch burn.
What a waste of wood.
What are we learning now?
Wood's expensive.
This is 2 years ago.
Wood was expensive. Oh my God, here's more beeping.
Oh boy, I can't. Oh boy. Like, can you believe they aired this on the news, people? Like, you and I are watching this for God knows what reason. But like, imagine sitting at the, like you're, imagine you live in Arizona if you don't already. You're sitting at the breakfast table watching the news on the TV, just like, it's only been 4 minutes of just like a dude being like, watch out.
Don't
hot
do
oil.
this.
And then like a solid 13 minutes of just fire alarms. What a way to start your day. Yeah, they couldn't even spring for the Fagos. Although their windows are burning away.
And the fire alarms went off. Turned
Thank
off.
God.
Oh,
Nope, there they are.
Just kidding.
All right, so what did we learn here today, kids?
Don't.
They will literally let it burn for another...
Whoa.
Like, I can't believe it. I thought people would be talking by now. This has been a solid 6-minute segment where they are just watching this dummy, you know, actively getting murdered by these two clumsy firemen.
Oh, they see the fire with no windows.
Cut to, they put out the fire, but not until everybody's dead. Thanks, City of Phoenix.
Oh, I bet this was like to show how long it would take for the fire department to get there to your house while it's burning.
No! That's not it at all. It says right there, Phoenix Fire Thanksgiving safety tips. His tips were, look out, it's hot.
I know. And it maybe that the point of just letting it burn and burn and burn is to be like, okay, if this happens and your shit's burning down, it's going to take 10 minutes.
No, what happened was like this firefighter wrote 8 sentences. Like, I can be able to stretch this into a 20-minute presentation. And then his boys can't set a fire. You know, I guess that's just something they don't teach you at firefighting school. And I get that. Why would they teach you how to start a fire? But like, and then like as loosely edited as this is, like, I've never fried a turkey, but I now feel so confident I could without even ever looking it up. Like, these guys couldn't. But then how did they do it on Fail on Me, right? You just have to like drop it from super high maybe because they lowered it too fast.
Well, and I don't think their oil was hot enough because when they put that turkey in there, no steam, like nothing came out of it.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, this is unplanned garbage and it's trash, and the city of Phoenix should do better. Because you go, oh, there's what happens if the oil is too hot. Well, it was way too cold. It couldn't even, like, a gallon of it when it came into contact with the open flame of the burner at the bottom of the pot. Nothing. Dude,
FDO is siding with me on the this is how long it'll take for the fire department and how much of your shit's gonna burn down if you fuck up.
Then that's like, dude,
it's dumb, but
I don't believe
it probably isn't. But
either.
yeah.
Oh, superheated oil is dangerous.
Obviously, this wasn't superheated. It was lukewarmish.
Maybe.
Still pretty dangerous if you're gonna have someone kick it. You know, so superheated oil, very dangerous. Lukewarm oil, dangerous if kicked.
Your patio, whether the turkey drops directly into it, if the pot gets tipped over, which can happen with animals, children
Kicking?
laying around. So I think the
Beefy
example
firemen putting out calendars, which are for sale in the lobby.
today, what we saw was the turkey can drop in, it can overflow, the fluid can run on your patio, it then gets superheated by the pot, or your pot can get tipped over for any other reason, with that somebody not paying attention to their surroundings.
Yeah, if only we had put together like a competent presentation, we wouldn't look like a fucking dog and pony show.
So the example today, again, what we saw, the turkey dropped in, not an immediate fire. Somebody may be trying to take care of the situation where the pot overflew. They were...
Yeah, it's like if Barney Gumbo were like, you know, on the volunteer firefighter and he goes, what's this axe for? And he just attacks your pot with your turkey in it. Look out for that, I guess. I mean, if anything's on the table.
Trying to take care of it, knock over the pot. Now it's on the patio. You've got superheated oil, has an ignition source, and it can be dangerous. When you see fires like this, you can see just how quickly they can spread. You can see how dangerous that oil is. It's not just limited to that area. And we find that with that flammable liquid. Now, even with the pot up, when that pot is now on its side, that 500-degree oil, super flammable, is now on your patio.
See those things, super heated, super flammable.
Super.
Like, you see how he like fumbled that sentence? He's like, even with the pot up, and he realized nothing fucking happened with the pot up. Even with the pot up, you know, it gets kicked over, and then you've got a fire. Thank you. Is this like, it's like an unfunny fire marshal bill.
Your patio, all it needs is an ignition source.
Someone comes up and yells, "This is Sparta," and kicks your fire.
Yeah.
Which there are plenty of, especially during the holidays. Candles and open fire, cooking stuff. So
Cigars,
again, worst
cigarettes.
case scenario of what we saw here today. I do want to thank all of you for coming out to see what could happen when you've got that ignition point and the worst case scenario of how that can go. We've got Councilwoman Ann O'Brien here, who is our public safety co-chair, to talk about the necessity for our fire departments. Remember, we're on duty Thanksgiving Day 24/7.
Thank God we're not in charge of starting the fires, right, guys? Totally fucked this up. You know? I mean, hey, we put him out, right, guys? Right? Like, at least, like, take a little culpability for the fact that you guys totally suck at starting fires.
We got Dr. Foster here from the burn
We're on call 24/7 on Thanksgiving Day. Oh,
unit to talk
every
about
day, right?
some of the examples of these
Yeah, every Thanksgiving, 24 Thanksgivings a day, 7 Thanksgivings a year.
tragedies that they see around the holidays, not only limited to Thanksgiving, but this is our big safety push starting from now all the way through the holidays, when we're going to see a lot of activities. And unfortunately, we will get called.
Here's my question. Unfortunately, yeah, of course, every time there's fire sources and we're just stupid and we burn each other. But like, my question is this, because like when I use oil or any sort of fat in like my cooking process, I have trouble dealing with like an extra quarter cup of like used bacon grease that's been adulterated by the food and the spices or whatever, and I can't use it again. And I'm that's a pain in the ass. And it's like 3 to 6 ounces, maybe. Like, what are these people doing with these big ass jugs of peanut oil?
Oh, like
Do you think-
after?
yeah. Like, do you think they're all being responsible about it and finding recycling centers? Or are they just letting it glug down the drain?
Yes, they're doing that.
Or like, because like it's oil. What do you do with it? And you got so fucking much of it.
They'll either dump it probably, or they'll put it in like gallon jugs and throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, conveniently placed cow. Like the Chicago fire, right? What's her face's cow? That's how it started, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Calls similar to this for
Oh,
homes.
that's a lie.
The statistics are there. They bear it out.
Okay, thank you very much. Unfortunately,
Show up in your scrubs and
Hi.
lab coat. I'm a fire scientist. I work at Honeywell, and one of these 2 products in front of me can save your life.
this time of year, we do see a spike in
It's Lord's
burn
Cleanup
injuries,
Company.
definitely associated with the holidays and the celebrations of those holidays. And we really encourage people
What?
to have situational awareness, to be aware of what you're doing, particularly in the kitchen, particularly with young kids.
But here's the thing, right? Like, as much awareness is great, right? Like, awareness, we get it out there, and those of us who are aware, like, let's think about this hypothetical situation. You say, well, we were raised awareness, so people didn't burn to death when they were trying to fry a turkey in peanut oil.
Mm-hmm.
But it still happens because, like, he just said, like, hey, we're gonna get those calls, so just get ready for that shit. Like, I don't like living in this hypothetical realm where they go, like how many more people are aware of breast cancer versus like breast cancer making a change demographically? Like, what are the more people know that they can die in a peanut oil fire are only because like the proliferation of frying turkeys. Like, and that's the thing. Most people who are going to jump into something aren't going to do the legwork and like look shit up or even do like simple displacement in their head. It just feels like, now that I'm an adult, it feels insanely unfair to like children, because like easy bake ovens and creepy crawlers, like you could like literally cause yourself 2nd and 3rd degree burns. And you know, they eventually took them away from us because like, oh, kids can't be trusted, they're too stupid. Meanwhile, like we'll sell anybody who like waddles into a Walmart. You can pick up 17 gallons of peanut oil, and you know.
There you go, man.
No safety check. There's no parents ahead of them being like, "Are you sure you're up to frying a turkey?" Because it's a pretty big fucking deal. Turns out, especially with all these people burning to death, and it's that's the thing. They say, well, on the fireman's side, you say, well, if we got to a point where nobody was burning to death on Thanksgiving, I mean. The police, fire, EMS, all these other things, raising awareness about this, that, or the other. In a perfect world, right, that'll never happen. Like, people aren't falling into swimming pools or being incinerated by their relatives kicking over their pots of oil, and they're out of a job.
Yeah.
I think, PSAs amount to, like, hey, we know it's going to be a big pain in the ass every holiday, but please give your government-funded rescue systems a fucking break and maybe not make it too hard. Like, if you know your cousin's going to fry a turkey and they'll probably die horrifyingly in a fire, maybe you try next year. Right?
Learn from their mistakes.
Maybe where's that PSA? Be like, let someone else, like, look around in your family. If someone directly related to you by blood is frying a turkey, get together with them and start a calendar where you can each fry one every year. Because then you can just, instead of, the whole family being wiped out in one holiday season, you can do it over a course of several and really give the firefighters a break. They really like going to the store, getting things to make chili and lasagna, and sliding up and down those poles.
Yeah, they love a good pole slide.
Burned ass.
Just give me your lunch money and get me my skin graft for this 3rd degree burn, you fucking nerd.
Jesus. All right, so that we basically got the idea, right? Like,
don't put your
it's incredibly
semi-frozen
difficult
turkey
to catch a fire at your house. Like that,
Yep.
that. Here's the thing: if I were an idiot, I would walk away from that piece of footage, being like, "Well, if it's that hard to start a fire, I could do it." And like, how? With that in mind, because again, this is all hypothetical. With that in mind, like, how many people do you think got big nuts because it looked so difficult to start a fire? They said, "Fine, this year it's for me," and that's the year they ended. Like, how many people saw this in 2022 and they go, like, you have to like not only have 2 scared firemen, but you also have to have one of them kick it.
Right.
And you go, well,
It's almost impossible.
It looked like he got hit by the flame cannon from Rise of the Triad. Anyway,
5 gallons is nearly 20 liters, says Brick.
it's an amazing amount of liters. Anyway, now, so we're rolling into some nice Thanksgiving related commercials. But pretend like there are presents in there if you really love Christmas, because it's all the same shit. We're eating the same things, right? That's the thing I don't like about Thanksgiving and Christmas being so close together. Identical meals. And if you don't like a big Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever, with all the fucking green bean casseroles and everybody's, I just don't.
America's Homecoming Week continues with Bugs Bunny's hot tips for a perfect Thanksgiving. First, find the perfect bird, and above all, stay calm. It's Bugs Bunny's Thanksgiving Diet next.
This is CBS.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
One turkey would grab our local supermarket of peanut oil.
So that's the thing. It's also, price of participation may vary because there are places, English-speaking places on this earth where you look at the other English-speaking places on this planet and you go, what the fuck are you doing that for? Like, everyone in Australia probably looks over at America as we all burn to death in turkey fires and they go, these idiots. Well, everyone in America is scared shitless of all the animals in Australia. And really, neither situation is that bad. Like, stereotypically, we're not losing at probably even a single % of the population to turkey fires a year.
I don't know about
Grandpa,
Australian
don't you touch
animal
these
tax,
crescents.
but
Keep your hands off.
Yes, my sweetie.
Crescent Road.
Pillsbury Crescents. Nothing makes a meal more
Look at the color palette of this house. It's like 3 shades of brown.
Grandpa. Pillsbury crescent rolls.
Why didn't anyone ever get in trouble in the fucking Pillsbury commercials? Because in real life, you probably lived this reality with me. If you did, because the crescent rolls are always out there, because I don't know why they're like the first thing made.
They're
so everyone
always
just
done.
go gaga over them. If you do one, you got in trouble. Like, no one came up behind me when I was stuffing my face with crescent rolls. You know, a young lad on any given Thanksgiving, and go like, Dave, are you eating those crescent rolls? They go, God damn it, you're ruining Thanksgiving. Get outside with your cousins.
Brown was in the 80s.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everybody remembers the 80s as like what the 90s actually was.
It's my birthday.
His little red-haired
it's his
girl is
birthday, too.
homecoming queen.
Happy Thanksgiving,
And he's a
Grandpa
bundle of
birthday.
nerves. His heart is aching. His knees are shaking. It's your first kiss, Charlie Brown, next.
NBC's
It's your
live
first sloppy BJ behind it was Dillard's, Charlie Brown. Dillard's don't exist anymore, right? Maybe they do.
coverage of the
Good
Macy's
reference?
Thanksgiving Day
Macy's. Let's do Macy's.
Parade continues with our host, Willard Scott.
Gus, Jack. What's up, Cinderella?
Jack.
Surprise. That's me. That's you. That's Gus. That's us.
When you buy a $5 book of
Fred is
McDonald's gift
BJ.
certificates, you'll get something extra. Either a free Gus or Jack, the 2 adorable mice from Walt Disney's classic movie Cinderella. Now play.
And there were only 2, right? Like, and they weren't even the hardest working. Like, misogyny, right, guys? I'm a true feminist. What they should have are the two of the lady mice who made the shit. Like, Jacques and whatever his fucking name was, they didn't do jack shit. Like, the birds were stringing pearls with the lady mice. Fat motherfucker was just out there eating.
Now playing in theaters everywhere. They make great gift decorations,
extra
fun
flair.
ornaments,
Oh,
and
hell
cuddly
yeah.
play pals. You can get either Gus or Jack with a $5 book of
Jack.
McDonald's gift certificates.
And happy holidays from Jacques from Gus and...
He said his name right. Jacques?
Jack.
Jean-Luc?
Nobody beats the Wiz. Nobody
Nobody beats the Wiz.
rushing to the Wiz unbeatable Thanksgiving
Until one day, somebody beat the Wiz. And they
Wiz on this sharp half-pipe microwave oven, unreal at $99. On this Brother Electric typewriter with case, unstoppable
electric
at $99.
typewriter. They even give you a case so you can carry it around. Everybody loved carrying around typewriters in the 80s. Holy shit. I've got a classic Travel Smith Corona over there. I don't leave the house without it. I go, where are we going? Let me pack up the Smith Corona.
Unmatchable at $88.
The Riz. Oh,
You don't have Riz. The unbeatable Thanksgiving Super Set. You don't have Riz. Now at all 11 Wiz stores. You don't have Riz.
A day for saving. That's a big Thanksgiving sale at Kmart.
Tomorrow morning,
every Kmart in
More
America.
sons of bitches. You're terrible management.
Matt says, I had to attend a formal dinner when I was 19 and had to wear a dinner suit. I had no idea what a dinner suit was, and I wore my green 1997 suit with big shoulder pads. Boy, did I look stupid.
You don't have Riz.
Oh.
America will open at 8 a.m. for a Thanksgiving sale. Check your Kmart.
Oh my God, Brick. I never was on never a typewriter. Recreationally I did. I still like typewriters. I actually do have a Smith Corona over there.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of nice old typewriters. But like my first computer was like the Apple II or whatever.
Yeah, with the green, with the colored.
One or 2 years before that, like my cousins were typewriters because my cousin, like Summer, was on the newspaper on a typewriter. Fucking crazy.
Kmart Circular. You'll find pages of great gift values for.
P.S. Circulars aren't necessarily a circle. It's just they circulate, to around.
Yeah.
Circulars. Just somebody might be out there being like, well, those aren't round. It's like cereal versus cereal. You can eat cereal or be a serial killer, right? Cereal.
For every person on your list, the nationwide Thanksgiving sale. Tomorrow only, starting at 8 a.m. at the.
Who didn't take a class because of a crush, right? Like I took home ec because of a crush. I made boxer shorts. I knew how to work a sewing machine at one time.
I didn't take a class because of a crush.
I did. My dick straight dry as a bone.
At the Kmart near you.
Super cereal. Yeah, totally.
This is the Nintendo video game system. It plays only cartridge games. This is the new Atari XE system. It plays cartridge and disc-based games. Disc drive sold separately, and only Atari comes.
Yeah, you remember when you were like a kid and your parents would surround you in like a Masters of the Universe Castle Grayskull level of games around the very expensive computer system with all the accessories?
Yeah.
I don't know about you motherfuckers, but if you have parents who convince you they're poor with their lying to you, you can't ever get things that need to be replenished. Things with batteries or darts or came with peripherals were out. Like if you couldn't get the thing in one complete package, that was just that. Like the one thing I had that broke that rule was my creepy crawlies oven, because I could get extra molds and stuff and accoutrement for like Christmas and whatever. But like a Nerf gun, if it came with like, you know, the Nerf bow and arrow from back in the day, the early 90s, 6 arrows, that last arrow's gone. You now just have a bow that's in your play room or in a toy box
Forever.
And all because your parents won't pony up the $550 for some more fucking arrows in things that are obviously consumable products.
It comes with a real joystick. Both have guns, but only Atari comes with the target game Bug Hunt. Nintendo has a toy robot, but only Atari gives you a keyboard for playing advanced computer games.
It probably goes in cycles, Ice Truck Thriller, because like if you don't grow up with nothing, you probably spoil your kids. And if you spoil your kid, they go, I got everything and I want to make sure that my kid has to work for whatever. So it goes in cycles like that. I was one of those, it's probably just a generational thing, or maybe not, because I had friends who had like full play sets and like actual, you know, childhoods. So whatever.
It comes with the amazing Flight Simulator 2 cartridge.
Looks real.
The new Atari XE video game system. Unbeatable.
I'm leaving. I'm going.
Guess there's no point baking Pillsbury's best cookies.
Cookie?
P.S. Like, did you look in that fridge? There's like Pillsbury cookies, 2 apples, an orange, and like a cup of coffee. And why is the kid running away? Like they're not addressing the issue.
Fresh dough. You'll never see me again. So creamy smooth.
Have you guys ever made cookies? Do you think a child would stand there fully dressed and like decked out in like a Ralphie from fucking the Christmas Story type getup, going like, I'm out of here, and your mom's just like, because not only the prep time of like cutting up the already made dough, baking takes time, and this kid's like, you're a bitch. Your mother's a bitch.
Your mother's a bitch.
Your cookie dough. Oh, you're so chocolatey. Oh.
P.S. Like he misses dad. Dad's gone, and he got him that. Of course, you can't see it now, but the fucking scarf with the 2 camels on it with his Marlboro points.
My
Just kidding, not Marlboro. He's Camel.
Camel.
You can't use Marlboro bucks on your fucking Camel products. Dude's a Camel smoker.
And now look for my new chocolate chip.
I can't believe tubes of fucking dough have been around since the 60s. I thought the 90s is when that shit popped, and it was mind-blowing.
Cookies.
Holidays. During Sears 2-day holiday kickoff, doors open early.
Hurry before we no longer exist.
Gift ideas throughout the entire store. Something special like this touch control Kenmore microwave for fast cooking, now only $149.99.
You guys have a mind control microwave yet? I still have to touch my microwave. Am I living in the Stone Age?
Or the Hamilton Beach ME
I have to interact with my microwave physically.
processor. Compact, powerful, and versatile. Our lowest price of the year, only $29.99. Hurry, on sale now. There's more for
That's a lot for a chopper.
At 8 a.m.
I feel like.
Yeah,
Thursday from New York, Hawaii, Detroit, and Toronto. Join your favorite CBS stars for the 28th annual
Duffy.
All-American Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Remember when Sears was a thing?
Jasper and I are happy to announce Chase Penny after Thanksgiving sale for early Christmas shoppers.
How many times do you think that guy got pecked in the mouth by that turkey? Like, how many takes? Where he's like, God, like, and I'm sure that's like day 2, because like the first time the turkey kept pecking in his mouth because he had like garlic or something for lunch, and it, like bruised up his lip a whole bunch. He's like, God damn, like, cut.
Makeup.
Like, what? What do you have for lunch, Steve?
All fine jewelry, 25 to 50% off. All women's sleepwear and robes,
Super sexy. Oh my God, look at that. The Amish would go nuts.
25% off. These men's crew neck sweaters.
Yeah, you can still buy stuff from Sears' website, but like that's the thing. It's a name only, right? Because Craftsman got sold to Kmart and died. It's Craftsman products used to be not for nothing. Like when Sears was a real store and it wasn't what it is now. So many old dudes I used to work with as an electrician would say, like, fucking Craftsman. Craftsman drills, Craftsman wrenches. Like, it was...
So my dad...
Second only... Maybe DeWalt was second to Craftsman. But, like, once it got sold, like, it was an end of an era. Like, I can't tell you how many old dudes, like, old construction dudes I knew who were like... It's one of those things where you don't realize there's a culture around something because it doesn't necessarily like exist online for these dudes. Like all the dudes who I knew who loved Craftsman, like there weren't any message boards about it. They were just old dudes who knew what was good. And by the time I got into it, like construction work, that is, Sears had already sold Craftsman to Kmart and it was fucking trash.
Did you have
Harbor Freight?
Did you have Sears hardware here? So we had like the Sears hardware was at its own store, and it was just, you know, hardware like tools and Craftsman and lawnmowers and shit.
Our Sears were always attached to the mall, but they were the one at Fiesta before that, you know, went off into hell. That was 3 stories, and it would have like. All the tools and the stuff, like it had 3 separate levels. And the top level, I think, was like the tools and stuff, like the compressors. Then there was the middle floor was the appliances, and then the bottom floor was all like the classic "Are you being served?" clothes and stuff.
Yeah, the Sears and the malls had that stuff, but on a smaller scale. But like the Sears hardware had like the dishwashers and shit on one side, and then all of the Craftsman.
Regional, like that.
My dad loved
that. I
that
saw
store.
that was Sears. That wasn't like a Sears store. Was that Sears outlet in the mall that just had like surplus washers?
Yeah.
Big savings at the JCPenney after Thanksgiving sale. I just told them
Guys.
The NBC Thanksgiving Comedy Weekend starts tonight. First, join the Cosby family for a comedy feast.
That's not a turkey. That's a cabbage.
That's not a turkey. That's a roofie.
And on Cheers.
You can't spend your life dressed up like Mark Twain.
Why not? He did.
And Hill Street's Bruce White's in Mama's Boy tonight.
Samuel Clemens.
NBO's got ties, shirts, sweaters, outerwear, a store full of presents. My Christmas budget is less this year.
That looked like Jamie Farr for a minute.
He's getting even more presents.
We discovered NBO last Christmas and bought all our men presents here. Gosh, you can't believe.
All our men. What are you guys, sister wives? But they're reverse.
Yeah.
They're brother husbands.
Yep.
I got 3 husbands. I get to see 3 dicks a day, and I bought them 3 pairs of pants.
The money you save.
I buy Christmas presents at NBO because it's so logical. You get the exact same merchandise for a lot
That's where all my Vulcan friends shop. It's highly logical.
less money.
NBO.
Livingston.
Nothing but orgasms.
Ocean Township, Woodbridge,
Nice.
Paramus, Clifton, North Plainfield, Carl Place, Yonkers, Queens, and Westport.
Come on down to
Westport.
Yonkers and buy all your men pants. Get them all.
Westport.
Coming attractions in our parade, a medley from Broadway's Tony Award-winning Les Miserables, actor Patrick Swayze, and
the
the new
Snuggle Bear.
balloon called Snuggle.
Oh, the new balloon called Snuggle. I wonder what it could be, guys.
Yeah, this 7 a.m. sale tomorrow may take some doing, but savings on sweaters and velour slippers only last until 11 a.m. So whatever
Velour, like a velour fog.
you have to do, do it. But get up. Up. Kmart, the saving place.
Why stores are going all out to lure
Why so serious?
early Christmas shoppers
To
on
lure
Nightcap.
predators.
Thursday at 8, America's Homecoming Week continues.
She looked like a little bit like Muriel Hemingway. Like really aggressive lighting on that jaw.
Thanksgiving Day is coming, and for Charlie Brown, that can only mean it's a
Still not a Charlie Brown fan. Can't do it. Too
Channel
boring.
4 wishes you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving.
Wow, it's like I'm there.
Hello, I'm Tom Dunn.
Hello.
Make this Christmas a reality.
How many times did you, as a kid, and because I don't think they happen anymore, but like coming up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the amount of especially around the holidays, because there are people shilling for charities or whatever. There's just, hello, and then fill in whatever name here, and you're supposed to like know them. Like when it was a local person, when it was like, hi, I'm Rick from Empire Glass, and I'm looking to send some kids to Santa camp or whatever. Like maybe this guy's a known celebrity, but like almost 10 times out of 10, when someone will go, hello, I'm fill in the blank.
I'm Troy McClure.
Yeah, but we never got Troy McClure. Troy McClure was known. These people are fucking nobodies.
For thousands of children in New York area hospitals and institutions. Show them you care. Give now to the
I just stopped at the
WORT.
mall on my way to the beach.
Hell yeah. I didn't want these
Did you
Hot
see the
Topic
wire?
gauges.
The Children's Christmas Fund. Box 710, Times Square Station, New York,
Hi,
New York,
I'm Troy McClure.
10108.
You remember me from such charities as, like, you know, a cup of coffee to keep a child alive a day.
1877 Cars for Kids.
Like, search your head. Like, can you remember the names of charities versus, like, how many cups of coffee it would take a day to save someone? Like, number of charities I can call by name, don't know. I know how many cups of coffee it takes to save any child on any locale, because, you know, it takes more cups of coffee in different countries.
The sale begins Friday, November the 28th, and Saturday, November the 29th at
Save
Holdren's
one child for
Super
$1
Store,
a day?
Valley View Mall.
$1 a day.
If my kid could live off of $365 a year, I would be a lot better than I am.
There's been a riding full of merchandise for this weekend only. 40,000 square feet of video recorders, microwave ovens, car stereo, big screen TVs, camcorders, and stereo systems.
Bob
the
Ross
largest
came.
selection anywhere in the Eastern United.
Didn't everybody have those in the 80s? Every house I walked into had those, like,
stoves.
One of those stoves. It was like the big glass or the small. The colors may vary, but they all looked exactly like that.
We had
All at the guaranteed
small glass, I think, in our first house.
With other locations
Big or
in
small
Radford,
window, they
Collinsville,
all
Benton,
look
and
like
Franklin Road,
clones.
Royce.
Oh yeah. Back in the 80s, it was $1. Like,
Yeah.
and again, it's you know, the cups of coffee depend on the country, because when I was a kid in the 90s watching Nickelodeon and that guy with the beard came on, it was like 37 cents a day to feed a child. But again, that was the 90s. And that's orders of magnitude away from a cup of coffee. Like, Jesus. It's not even a free sample. People put cloves on hams are monsters.
I have never seen cloves on ham before.
Since then, others have made hams faster and cheaper.
I don't like
But we
ham,
still
though,
make
so-
them right.
I'm not a huge fan of sweet meats.
Yeah.
And that attitude goes into everything we make. There's a name for food this good.
Frank and stuff.
Hormel.
Yeah, they would stuff it with cheese, I imagine, or chili, one of the two.
What towers over Manhattan? Fits into a shopping bag. And is only at Macy's.
Diarrhea?
Snoopy.
Damn it.
He's
Just give a kid blue Mountain Dew and pink snowballs. They'll be fine.
playful. And he's yours at all Macy's. A $32 value. Yours for just
$32 in 1987?
$10.95 with any $50 purchase or more.
Unfucking believable. It's just a stuffed animal. $32 in 1987?
But he looks really big.
He would have to be like that giant ass Target bear. Like 9 feet tall in 1987. $32? It's like someone in the Depression being like, that'll be $5. And you go, whoa, what am I, a millionaire?
So I have a fun, kind of unrelated story, but also related. We went to Hershey Park in Pennsylvania one year, and my mom won. She played a random game and won a 5-foot-tall giraffe that we had to hoof back to our house again, and it was in our basement, and I used to sit on it, and it was fucking huge, and I broke its neck because I used to sit on it and like pretend I was riding it like a horse.
Those things are double-edged swords, right? Because you go like walking through a theme park anywhere, you're gonna see those like carny style games. And that's the thing. You either one, blow all your money and have nothing to show for it, or two, you're good enough to win the thing and then are saddled with a burden the rest of your experience.
It was huge.
Yeah, like What a fun, like, when I was younger, one of our exchange students from Israel, we went to Magic Mountain, right? So, like, it wasn't until the end of the day we go, like, down to Carney Alley, and that's when we loaded ourselves up with, like, the capes for Superman, the Riddler, and all the shit you could win, because by then we knew we were heading to the car.
Yeah.
Like, I did the stupid thing once, like, at a high school Disneyland trip, like I bought like a big foam Marvin the Martian haircut and like a bunch of presents for people that I was going to bring back, including like a snow globe. But like it was one of those, like, it was open extra long and we were going to be there for 14 hours. So I just remember like walking into a bathroom and being so sleepy. I just let my hand open, the bag drop at the urinal, and I take a long piss and I pick it up and I just hear the sloshing.
The clinking.
And I go, okay. And most of it was candy. I go, this is fucked. And I threw away $70.
Oh my God.
I blow for money.
Thanksgiving begins a very special time of the year for us. It's the time of peace and reflection and of getting ready for the new year.
Hi, I'm Dick Buttkiss's barber.
One thing we should all be thankful for is that we live in America, where we
Yeah, every other country can go to hell. Fuck you, America first. MAGA. 1987 it started.
have the freedom to change things and the opportunity to grow. I'm Bob Fenimore, speaking for all the staff of WOR-TV, who join me in wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving.
Don't smile or anything. Just be super, like, serious.
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, sponsored by McDonald's.
Every adult in the 80s of a professional variety looked like a Ken doll with or without a beard. Same haircut.
Almond Joy, York Peppermint,
Peter, Paul, and Cadbury.
Patty, and Cadbury Chocolate.
The Oak Ridge Boys.
You guys think of the Oak Ridge Boys? Did you guys see that? You guys see that Bluey didn't survive this year? His the balloon popped.
Oh, Bluey
Thanksgiving
popped.
parade, yeah. They were feeling her- like the hand blew out.
Oh, poor Bluey.
For the holidays,
I'm sure all the kids that watched the parade were excited for Bluey.
I'm sure, yeah. With Gen Alpha the way it is, everyone was definitely gathering on the TV to watch 4 hours of people walking down a street.
I mean, I'm pretty positive it's more popular on the East Coast, obviously, than it is out here. We used to watch it every year.
Where you are, Generation Alpha does not have the attention. Like, okay, do you think Elliot, anywhere on the planet, would sit down and watch a parade? Exactly.
There's snow and sleet. Come home to Deer Foam's cozy sweaters for your feet. From all of us and our families, too, Merry Deer Foams to you.
Some of our families, anyway. Cliff has an uncle who told us to fuck ourselves, so he's not included. It's so hilarious to me because it seems like such a big professional event, but the amount of like GMC Sierras and Chevy Silverados you see in the parade is mind-blowing. Yeah, parades suck, Brick. That's why you never got into them. It's not 1937. We have TV, radio, and now the internet. Who needs a fucking parade?
All right, Carrie performs
some of the
that
folks
song
in this
as a
parade
thing
just
every
have to be part of it
Thanksgiving now.
every single year. Now, this turkey that you're seeing right now is one of those. He first gobbled his way down Broadway 16 years ago.
60?
He gets his feathers preened and his makeup repaired every year. Looks gorgeous.
Obviously.
Here's a bird's eye view.
And the same GMC Sierra rolls it down. Well, you know, another thing's been in service for 60 years. I want to see all the trucks. There's probably like a Model A pulling that at some point then.
Probably.
This is CBS.
It's a special presentation, yes.
Roll it. Here's your cue to save 15 to 50%. It's John Wanamaker's Thanksgiving sale.
Wanamaker what?
Trying to keep the kids entertained while you wait for it to start. Then they complain they can't see it properly. Yeah.
Hello. I was a kid. I remember what it's like to be a kid. That's why I'm never going to force my child to go see a parade, fireworks, anything where you got to like show up to get a good spot.
We used to have
and then wait.
Yeah. I guess I don't want to say we. I was forced into it every year. We went to the fireworks every year. We had to drag our fucking folding chairs and shit to the best places.
And like that
and
concept
parades.
On a microcosm is like a NASCAR race. Like all the people who like park their RVs in the center or whatever, like anywhere you go where you've got to show up hella early to get a good spot, see the thing, and then because your spot is so good and there's a million people in front of you toward the exit, you now get to have an extra 2 hours doing that.
Yeah.
Like Christmas lights are a different thing altogether. Like you can walk around a neighborhood and you're not waiting for someone to like move a velvet rope or someone to give a high sign.
Mm-hmm.
But like, oh my God, as a child, I just remember like countless 4th of Julys, countless electric light parades, countless anything where you got to like, all right, we got our spot. Now we got to wait. And we go, well, okay, so what is the gift we gave ourselves to get this great spot? A 45-minute wait for a parade.
Savings in the
Well, Theo, if you like seeing fireworks, you come to our neighborhood. They shoot them off every
fucking. It doesn't matter if it's a patriotic holiday or not. Valentine's Day, Easter,
Random
St.
Tuesdays,
Swithin's Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, like National Pizza Day, and there's like 12 of those.
They were setting them off on Veterans Day, and people were going ape shit.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Pick your point. Like, what's that one? St. Patrick's Day. Like the holiday built to drink, and our neighbors are like, booze, no. Fireworks, yes.
Yeah.
Also booze.
15 to 50%
So
off
yes to
at
both.
John Wanamaker's Thanksgiving sale.
Give a new unwrapped toy to Toys for Tots.
This holiday season, save a place for Pat and John as they bring you the Vikings against the Lions. It's Thanksgiving Day on CBS Sports.
Look at these guys giving themselves dementia for our enjoyment.
Yay. Well, like, that's different. Like, going somewhere that was only 5 minutes away from you to see all the things and you knew who was there. We would drive to 3 towns over.
Right. I feel like I shouldn't have to say price of participation may vary. If you personally went somewhere that wasn't a pain in the ass, try not to snap your back by sucking your own dick, okay? Like, congratulations. Most people, have to drive a long way, or you'll do like that, depending on the neighborhood you live in. And if you're close enough, because out here there's a million farms and stuff, like people will just pull out their patio furniture and put it on their roof.
Right.
So yeah, if it was never a problem, then congratulations. It wasn't for yours truly.
Hurry up, boy. Come on, Tyler. When it's cold and rough outside. Come on, Tyler.
Classic Marilyn Manson strategy. Allegedly.
Try something warm and creamy inside.
Urban legend.
Cream of wheat hot cereal.
Have you ever had cream of wheat? Me either.
I was a malto meal kid.
What? I think
malto meal is just cream of wheat with chocolate. Because, I remember my dad, on cold days, making malto meal, in the microwave for us. And
is it just thick, oatmeal?
It's hard to describe. It's kind of like oatmeal, I guess. It's small and it's like gruel. It's gruel. It's chocolate gruel. And I remember being like, malto meal I know and I get because you could squirt honey on it and shit and all that other stuff. But my cousins had cream of wheat and we had malto meal. Cream of wheat was the white version of malto meal. And I go, this is less good. I'd eat it. I don't anymore. But I go, you guys, this is fucking weird. But I let them slide because they had the Pop-Tart cereal.
Their smooth texture always lets the taste come through.
Again?
Again? My wheat is too creamy.
Ways to come in from the cold.
For that grand Thanksgiving feast, Safeway has everything you need, from the finest fruits and vegetables to quality beef and savory hams.
Those little
Your
tiny
Phoenix
pearl
area Safeway
onions
stores
used to weird me out when they were in green bean casserole and stuff. They were really way too slimy and They were strange to me.
Pearl onions never made it onto the. It must be an East Coast thing because we had like for our green bean casserole, it was just the French fried onions.
Yeah, so we had those, and then the pearl they had the pearl onions on the peas just now. And that's what triggered my memory because they were weird and little and slimy and not something I would put in my mouth ever again in my life.
P.S. Cream of wheat is gross, Brick.
Stores are featuring Manor House Grade A.
Anything you add cream to that isn't like a dairy product is like fucking weird. Cream corn, cream of wheat, cream eel, cream beef. Anytime you say cream beef, something, I don't like it.
I've had cream corn, and we used to eat that. It was
cream spinach. Stop putting cream in things, you fucking weirdos.
37 cents a pound. Limit one per customer.
37 cents a pound.
Cream Thanksgiving. Yeah, but that's like $1.50 today.
These are also available. Order yours now. Safeway.
Those came from pearl oysters.
Will be closed Thanksgiving Day.
Everything you want in the store for a little bit more. They're typically more expensive.
They sure are.
And I possess the key to create a video game challenge. The keyboard from
What?
Odyssey 2.
Is that a Cocoa?
You can type your name on the screen.
Cream of chicken soup.
Whiz.
You don't have Riz.
Damn it.
You don't have Riz.
Change grids. Or design.
Oh, this is Power Rangers.
Whole new ones at will.
It can't be
Or play
Atari.
master strategy games like The Quest for the Rings or 50 other games. Believe me, the Odyssey 2 keyboard is the key to greater challenge.
Odyssey.
Available at Minnesota Fats.
Where are you going, honey? The Minnesota Fat Store.
The Great American Small Dog Show
Garfield.
with Bert Hart and one of the best high school marching bands in the country.
Good boy and bad boy and oh boy and attaboy.
Balloons. Do you know it takes more helium to inflate him than any of the others? Nearly 19,000 cubic feet. That's a lot of hot air even for me.
It's not hot, dumbass. Helium doesn't need to be heated. It's not a hot air balloon.
What is this magic on the
you,
screen?
Tom.
Because he's so fat, and with all that lighter than air helium, it takes 36, count them, 36 balloon handlers to keep him in the line of
They're all hot too. Jesus, they're all so sexy. Tom.
march. Garfield has what's described to you as 400
Resting
pounds
bitch face.
of free lift. That means he can lift 400 pounds off the ground. Or me and a suitcase. So if 4 kids weighing 100 pounds each tried to hold his guidelines, they couldn't keep him down. He'd fly off with them.
You need another kid who weighs at least another pound or more.
Anyhow, 100-pound kids can't be balloon handlers. You got to be at least 150 pounds.
We gotta think of something to talk about.
And you have to be an adult. We don't employ children. There are rules and laws. Child labor has been out, at least de rigueur.
And all the handlers are volunteers who work at, guess what? Macy's.
Guess
Garfield
what?
is furnished by United Media.
Sears.
We love you, Fat Cat.
There's lots more live on NBC. The Great American Small Dog Float with
finally,
Bert
the Great
Hart
American
and
Small
one of the
Dogs.
best high school marching bands in the country.
We never did the Macy's Day Parade and Marching Band. We did the Rose Bowl out here, and then we did a whole marching band competition at the Giants football stadium.
World's best and marching band. World's best in high school marching band. Make that an oxymoron. It's like a jumbo shrimp. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're the #1 high school marching band in the universe. I don't want to fucking listen to a marching band.
Oh my
I
God.
like real music.
But
You can stick flutes up your pussies all day and night. I don't care. I
some
like
of them
pop
are
music.
so good, though.
It was nightfall, and the kids' parents were still on the street looking for a great
Whoop-de shit, FDL. You're still in a marching band. I think it'll fly you all over the world. Have you played with Creed? Probably not.
price on Kenner's starting lineup.
Totally different.
Good reference, guys. Creed? Alter Bridge?
Figures. Till I gave him this tip. Hot-footed over to Children's Palace, where right now you'll
Why do
uncover
American
Kenner's starting
schools
lineup
have marching
for nearly
bands? Because some people, like yours truly,
can't take gym because they're pussies.
I didn't take band class.
No, because you have to take a music. Yeah, you either have to, at least in my day, maybe it's different because shit gets cut all the time. You have chorus, orchestra, and band.
That marching band's completely different from those things. Marching band is an after-school program. Band is a school thing.
Right, but guess how you'd get into after-school marching band, right? You wouldn't go like to your math teacher and be like, "Hey, dude, I'm good at algebra. Is there a way I could play a flute?" No, you'd be in band class, right? And they'd say, "Hey, you're good enough to march while playing the flute."
Anyway, well, no, I didn't take band class in high school. I tried out for marching band and made marching band and didn't have to take band class. But a lot of people take instrumental classes
to participation may vary
if they're not athletic and they need an extracurricular activity.
Established.
Just like the real players and come with their own collector's cards, too. At Children's Palace, prices so low you'll want to investigate them all. So head for Children's Palace.
I don't want to investigate a thing at Children's Palace.
Where you'll discover how much less toys can cost. Case closed.
Is it time yet?
Oh, it's not time, George.
The day after Thanksgiving sale at Kmart.
It's time, George. Time.
Everyone's getting up for the sale.
All right, I'll get the pump, honey.
The day after Thanksgiving sale starts at 7 a.m. at Kmart.
Here's the thing, man. I had a couple starting lineup toys. I had Don Mattingly's rookie figure and card, and like the next year, you know, that's the great thing about parents. They go, "Your childhood is worthless to me because I'm an adult," and they throw it away.
Kmart, the saving place.
Maximum savings at Stop and Shop.
With USDA Grade A self-basting honeysuckle turkeys, just 69 cents a pound.
Maximum savings.
You guys will be
With
saving for
purchase
Max.
Charmin bath tissue, 89 cents, 4-roll pack.
Maximum quality.
Isn't it funny how, like, it's probably not, like, something anyone thinks about on the daily, but, like, as the sizes of food go up, like, the sizes of toilet paper go up proportionally? Because, like, if you saw, like, a Walmart commercial where, like, "Hey, we've got a 4-pack of Angel Sobs," you go, 4-pack? What is the half a person need to wipe their ass? Like, they come in nothing less than like a 12 or 36 pack now.
Right.
Like, we super, like, you know, no one, maybe everyone realizes it, but nobody says it because obviously, why would you? But like, as the like McDonald's sizes and everything, like your supersized fries, like you have to wipe and
Supersized Charmin
more. Like, I don't know, just because you take more shit, does that mean your ass gets dirtier? We need a scientist.
The only after-school activities were sports or drama. Yeah, marching band was one of ours.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, and P.S. Happy Thanksgiving. It's like the Chewy bars from the Halloween bullshit. Where they go like, they just take the regular commercial and they go, "Oh, by the way, happy Halloween."
Stop and Shop.
And P.S.
That was our grocery store we used to go.
The Cavs are off to a red-hot start, and Tuesday you can see them take on...
Depending on when you find me in real life, if you say, "Hey, Dave, the Cleveland Cavs, what is Cavs short for?" I'd go either nothing, they're Cavs, a.k.a. baby cows, or Cavs is short for Cavaliers. I'm wrestling with both of those right now, and I want to say, right now I'm in the mood where they're baby cows. Cleveland Cavs.
On Larry Bird and the
FDO
Boston
says,
Celtics.
"I have to give props to my dad because my mom is the kind to throw everything away, but he won't put up with it. He's the reason me and my siblings have all of our old stuff."
Cavities.
Cavities.
Join me, Joe Tate, for the live action starting
Join
at
me.
7:30.
Hi, I'm Joe Tate.
Nothing else could feel the same. Come and get into the game. Cavs!
Get into the game with the Cleveland Cavs on WOIO 19.
Woyo.
Where can you find a 46-inch screen TV with all this
In my
and more?
shoulder pads.
A picture that's bright and clear with a cap.
P.S. Like it's 46 across, but it's 96 deep. So like, yeah.
And it's this beautiful, all at this price. Just $54 a month. Now, only at Sears.
Homecoming week continues with a fun-filled all-star Thanksgiving Day parade. Catch all the excitement, plus roll out the good times with Muppet Babies Mayhem. Then get ready for the adventures of Dink the Little Dinosaur.
Gosh!
Dink?
Terrible show.
Special holiday treat, the Care Bears movie 2. Join our Thanksgiving Day Fun Fest.
I didn't know the
Only
Care
on
Bears had a show.
They had tons and movies too. But like, why is it that like, I don't know. It's just the flip of a coin. Fate is a cruel mistress because like, I would say that Care Bears and My Little Pony aren't very dissimilar. However, Care Bears are basically a non-entity in pop culture today, whereas My Little Ponies has produced more sex perverts than all of like ancient Roman history.
Yeah, I don't.
Every year combined.
I don't understand.
People want to fuck horses, not bears. People want to have little ponies, not care about bears. I don't get it. They seem the same to me. Like the Smurfs, the Smurfs and the Snorks. Same fucking thing, except you take the Smurfs, you put them in the water, you have the Snorks. No one knows about the Snorks. Everybody knows about the Smurfs. Everybody is a My Little Pony sex pervert, and nobody is a Care Bear pervert, unless that's just slipped my... And not like I'm looking. P.S.
I feel like we know a brony now.
I'm saying nobody is a Care Bro.
No, yeah, because FDS says I personally knew a brony in high school. I feel like we currently
know people who are unabashedly and unembarrassed to tell me that they are bronies. Don't tell people that if you are. But nobody is like a Care Bro or a Care Berry or a Care whatever. Same fucking thing. They do the same thing. They have cutie marks instead of on their asses. They're on their stomach. I think people just want to nail horses because they're disgusting sex perverts.
People want to wear tails.
They're disgusting.
BS.
Free? Really? Great idea. You mean if I collect a total of $300 of my ShopRite register...
I mean, I don't want to... You're about the tails thing. Like, I can't believe... Like the amount of like butt plug related content I get shown to me on Facebook now. Like Facebook used to have the reputation that it was like for your old auntie or grandma, like it's an old thing. But now like I can just scroll through my feed and some of the shit is like a fan drawn comic of like the Thing from the Fantastic Four having a drink of juice. And I go, okay, totally normal. And he goes, hey, Sue. And she goes, how'd you know I was here? And the camera zooms out, and there's just a butt plug with a tail on it floating in midair. The amount of butt plug related content I get shown by Facebook is too much. Any is too much. But the fact that it happens repeatedly, I go, who is this for? At what point did Facebook think that I was some sort of furry sex pervert or one of those
But you talk about furries often, even though you hate them.
I said, but like, shouldn't AI be smart enough to know where I go, this is disgusting. I shouldn't have to go like, that's gross. Good night, everybody. And then log into Facebook and like, hey, we heard that you really love furry butt plugs.
Here's a few. On sale now. Black Friday.
AI everybody's so afraid of AI and like it doing things and listening to you. It can't tell what disgusts me. And so it's like, hey, what do you think about this? And I go, gross. And it goes, seriously? Yeah.
Are you sure?
Tapes between October 14th and November 21st, I can get a ShopRite Grade 8 turkey free. Wow.
Yes, when you shop at ShopRite between October 14th and November 21st, save your register tapes in our Save a Tape envelope. $300 for a free 10 to 12 pounds and $500.
Yeah, if you spend $300 to $500, he can give you a $20 turkey.
18 to 20 pounds.
A free Thanksgiving turkey.
I'm going to have to check with my accountant.
Thanks, ShopRite.
I'll make sure my wife cooks that.
Woof.
America's Homecoming Week continues on CBS with the 14th annual Circus of the Stars. Magic and danger as Hollywood takes the challenge under the big top tonight at 9.
Chatham wishes you and your family a happy Thanksgiving. With savings on all the things
Chatham.
you need to make your Thanksgiving dinner a special one. Like U.S. government-inspected medallion or Goldcrest young basted turkeys. Just 58 cents a pound.
And we were just seeing shit for 37 cents a pound.
Ocean Spray fresh cranberries.
He's his own account.
Only 44 cents a pound.
Oh yeah, he's got 3 wives.
And
That's the
U.S.
3 wives in
#1
that
Southern
commercial.
yams, Now 5 pounds for $1.
like
Holiday
boiled
savings
pears.
are just
Yeah.
part of the wonderful world of Chatham. Let us help.
Couldn't they have like framed like? Hey, good news, guys! I found my buddy's house we can use. It's free, but he's got this really annoying brick fireplace. And even though we could just move the camera, I don't know, 36 inches to the right, reframe, and cut this obnoxious and horribly distracting element out, we're going to go ahead and leave it in because it's the 80s.
Yeah.
It's Chatham.
Your Thanksgiving, something
Chatham,
special.
I hardly knew him.
Remember, Harry, it's Marion's first holiday turkey, not a word if it's dry. It's her first
It's moist.
turkey.
It won't be juicy.
What they don't know is Marion's first turkey is America's first turkey, Butterball. It's
America. It's the turkey sponsoring America every Thanksgiving.
always juicy because it's specially deep basted, so every slice is moist and tender.
Juicy turkey, Marion.
I knew it would be.
After
I love your brown ass house. Brown.
all, it's Butterball, also available fresh.
What's a fun way to cut an orange and put the cranberries in there?
It's yeah, that's super fun. That's hilarious and fun and awesome. I think those are grapes too.
Thanksgiving Comedy Weekend continues Friday. Join
moist
the fun at Disney Celebrity Circus with Tony Randall, Lisa Bonet, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and more of your favorite
I don't think we ever saw the clip of Butterball and
stars. Then call them
Tim
slobs,
Conway.
call them jerks. Just don't call them when you're in trouble. Police Academy, Friday.
Amen's Clifton Davis in Times Square and the new Ronald McDonald Balloon. You'll see the whole parade here on NBC as our Emmy Award-winning coverage continues.
Hello, I'm Mary Helen McPhillips.
Most people probably talk to the turkey, right? Because you're with it for so many hours. You just have to.
Your contribution to the WOR-TV Children's Christmas Fund will help the forgotten
smoker, coffee drinker
area, hospitals, and institutions. Please let them know you care. A gift of
They were stuffing the turkeys themselves? Ugh.
$10 can buy a new dress to brighten a little girl's day, or a warm sleeping bag, or a transistor radio for a child who is blind. It's a terrible thing to be forgotten.
Why would a blind kid need a sleeping bag?
On Christmas Day, and this year, more than 64,000 children will face that kind of loneliness. Your Christmas will have more meaning if you help us to help them. Now is the time to send your donation. $25, $10,
That's a huge
$1.
Christmas tree.
Whatever you can afford.
Help us help you to help us to help them.
To the WOR-TV Children's Christmas Fund, Box 710, Times Square Station, New York, New York, 10108. Thank you.
That's depressing.
You knew a guy who played Ronald McDonald? A New Zealand Ronald McDonald? I mean, obviously
What's your menu like at McDonald's in New Zealand?
Kiwis.
Here in Legoland, Futuron is new. If you like to build, this toy's for you. Hills has everything from Lego. Fun for girls and boys. The entire selection of Lego construction toys. Lots of toys every day.
What's up with
Another
your
reason why
voice,
they say Hills is where the toys are.
Hills have eyes, guys.
Oh,
Low prices every day.
Come, ye thankful people, come.
Schroeder was always my favorite.
It's like picking out a slice of Wonder Bread and being like, you're my favorite.
Winter storms begin. Now our Maker doth provide for our wants to be supplied. Come, ye thankful people, come.
Thanks for accepting the one true Christian God, you Native American savages.
Praise the song of harvest home. Happy Thanksgiving from MetLife.
And then they were Blue Cross mascots in the 90s. Fucking terrible.
Hello and happy holidays, everybody. I'm Brent Musburger along with Irv Cross and Dick Butkus. We're going to be going back to the All-American Thanksgiving Parade in just a moment. But first, a quick reminder that coming up an hour from now, you're going to...
Please don't burn your families to death with hot, scalding peanut oil. Super heated oil. It'll scar your family, and those left alive will be left with permanent scars.
To see the Detroit Lions continue their...
They're still MetLife? At one point, were they Blue Cross? I swear to God, I saw Snoopy pushing Blue Cross in the 90s.
Thanksgiving Day tradition as they host the Minnesota Vikings here on CBS. It'll all start with the NFL today. Irv will have a visit with Hall of Famer Bart Starr. Bart and his wife, Cherry, have taken to the schools to spread the word against drugs, which claimed the life of their 24-year-old son, Brett. And in a lighter vein, Dick Butkus takes a lesson from the master chef, Julia Child.
God, Julia Child may have had whatever, like, she's probably the best French chef ever in the recorded history of humanity, but she looks like a fucking monster. Like, as she got, like, you know, her black and white stuff, she looks okay, still a little monstery, but every time she was on, like, PBS or anytime she came, I bumped into her tangentially in the world. I go, like, who can look at this person and want the things they are cooking?
A child on how to properly carve and serve the big bird. Some timely tips you can put to use at the table a little bit later today.
But even before the osteoporosis, she had, like, I don't know, have you seen, like, the tallest woman in the world? She's got, like, a, you know,
very strong jaw.
Yeah, there are things about her where you go, like, most people don't have those qualities. Julia Child seemed to have, like, gigantism problems in a normal package.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird.
It's all coming at noon Eastern
Does he get stoned
time.
to watch her?
Herbie had some difficulty getting crossed down on the traffic.
Brent, you wouldn't believe it. I made a mistake. I got in a cab trying to get over to the broadcast center, and of course traffic is blocked off at 57th Street and Broadway because of the parade, so I had to fight my way through the crowd, and as I went across the street...
Fighting people? Just running through the crowd, decking people like in...
I saw Snoopy and...
I mean, a number of 80s movies. Let's just say Death Wish.
Woodstock up there coming to my two of my favorite balloons.
You came through the parade, too.
See, that's the difference. I went to join the parade with the big bird, and then they shooed me out, you know, and all the kids were all excited. Oh, no, that's not the bird you're going to carve up for turkey, is it? No way. Big bird. I'm right in there with them.
If you did that, you definitely would not be welcome in Mr. Rogers' network.
That's
and
right.
Now, let's send you back to Linda Gray.
Do you guys know what jokes are? Guys, stick to talking about sports and being boring. Let's not do that again. That was wildly uncomfortable. The kids would call it cringe.
And Patrick Duffy in the bubble.
General Foods International Coffees introduces a new temptation.
David.
New Cafe Amaretto, the enticing coffee with the delicate almond flavor of amaretto.
Think of it, David. Coffee kissed with the romantic flavor of amaretto.
Cafe Amaretto. Share it with someone special.
Like Balky.
David.
Isn't amaretto like licorice? Or is it almond?
New Cafe Amaretto from...
I think it's almond.
I think
General
it's almond.
Foods International
Anise is
Coffees.
licorice.
Yeah.
For every woman who's wondered where to store her microwave dishes.
Just throw it all over the place.
Men are too busy doing things like killing deer.
Rubbermaid makes a set that stores inside itself.
Oh,
was a perfect
For every
stranger.
woman who struggled to close a food keeper.
Like that rich bitch? Like, no way.
Rubbermaid makes it a snap. Don't you wish everything was made like Rubbermaid?
Farmer Jack and Classic take you back to the first Thanksgiving. With all that good food, it couldn't get better. Until they brought out the Vlasic pickles. Suddenly, the Vlasic spears piked up the platters. The Vlasic sweets made the celebration sweeter. And Vlasic stackers added crunch to the leftover turkey sandwiches. And this Thanksgiving, Farmer Jack has all the Vlasic pickles you need for a meal that'll make history. So come to Farmer Jack for Vlasic, the perfect pickles for perfect Thanksgivings.
Perfect.
All right, Vlasic, whatever. They can eat my ass. Clausen is like shipped cold. That's why they snap. Vlasic is shit. Like, not for nothing. Like, Vlasic and Clausen are probably the Coke and Pepsi of pickles, whereas, like, Mount Olive is the Shasta. And I don't even like saying that because I like Shasta, and Mount Olive is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Happiness is a holiday with you still here. Please don't drink and drive. Happy Thanksgiving from everyone.
Or if you do it after the holidays so we can just get through it, have the holidays with you, then you go kill yourself.
One here at Knots Landing.
Spring in action.
He's got spiderweb rays coming out of his hands. He can cling to tall buildings, and he's looking for Octopus, the Green Goblin.
He's got spiderweb rays coming from his hands and is looking for the octopus. That's right, kids. It's Spoderman.
Spider-Man, you know, was just a wimpy little guy named Peter Parker. He was bitten by a spider, and that gave him all the strange and wonderful powers of the spider.
But would you be like, yeah, that's right, kids. Superman is broke dick reporter, incel Clark Kent. Lois Lane won't give him the time of the day because she wants to nail Superman, and he's a loser. Who wrote this guy's note card?
Ever since then, he's been tracking down and fighting the forces of evil. I hope he doesn't mistake me for a kingpin. I don't weigh 400 pounds. I'm getting close. I do have hair sometimes. Spider-Man is furnished by Marvel Entertainment.
Look at that juicy ass Spider-Man.
And he's marvelous. Just marvelous.
So shiny. What is his ass so shiny compared to the rest of his body?
Rita Coolidge sings higher and higher. Jill Schultz skates.
Oh, missed opportunity. They should have had 1 year. They should have had Cisco riding on top of Spider-Man's ass.
With the Peanuts Gang and the Woody Woodpecker balloon.
God damn!
Balloon bobs down Broadway when our parade continues live on NBC.
Oh yeah, or have Sir Mix-a-Lot. Spidey got back.
Happy holidays to each and every one of you from the Murder, She Wrote Company.
Tonight on TBS.
Thanks.
Theirs would be a voyage of no return, a gamble of faith that would end at sea or begin in a new world.
Either way, they weren't returning.
Spencer Tracy in The Thanksgiving Story. Plymouth Adventure. 10:05
You guys
Eastern
know
on
who
TBS
Spencer Tracy
tonight.
is? We got any 80-years in the
Presenting Art Van's incredible after Thanksgiving sale.
All right, Frank.
Art
Open the
Van
doors.
Delay.
You open them. I did it last year.
And his arm's still broken.
I did it 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah, he's worse.
Anybody? Save 15 to 60%.
I want somebody to be like in a grave.
All these assholes had like yard-related accidents like the week before, and they go, "What about you?" And they go, "I did it last year. This is unrelated."
Yeah, right.
The best brand names in furniture.
Hi, guys. Hi, Johnny.
Art Van's after
Send Frank Drebin.
Thanksgiving sale. Friday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Not Ian Spangler.
It's the sale everyone's been waiting for. Well, almost everyone.
Thursday, let's see what's cooking on TV.
It's a belly full of laughs with Bugs Bunny's Thanksgiving Diet Special.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Then,
just a
Look out, early perverts. We're going to have one of those episodes where Bugs dresses like a girl.
Uh-oh.
Tie down your boners, you fucking weirdos.
turkey based in minutes.
it's the superstar duck who's certainly no turkey. It's Daffy Duck's Thanks for Giving.
Well, that's the thing. If you lived in the universe of Murder, She Wrote, by the time she showed up, you'd be dead. Like, by 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All she does is show up after a murder and be like, oh, I'll
Ooh.
write a book and probably solve it too.
Yeah.
Special all Thursday starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain on CBS.
What am I looking for?
Pardon me?
Cousin Margie out west likes cans.
Pardon me?
Pardon me?
Gotta go. Bye.
You're in my house.
Candles.
Uncle Bob likes something brass.
Something brass.
And my sister-in-law.
A centerpiece.
Doesn't like anything except flowers.
Maybe you're looking for this.
That's exactly.
That's tacky as hell, and I need to shop for 3 people, and you brought me 1 item.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
I'll take
What I'm
it.
looking for. What is it?
It's an FTD Brass and Blooms bouquet. Flowers, a candle, and a brass planter.
Oh, I knew that.
If you're looking for a special gift.
I got a sister who likes a candle. What? Don't get me wrong. Some people do like Yankee whatever, or like Gold Canyon candles or whatever. I don't know, though. It would be like, you know, someone who is an avid fisherman, and you get them like a baby shark Target training rod and reel that was $6 for like ages 5 and under. I can't imagine, but that's my life, right? Like one year, I'm not a professional photographer by any means, but I do it as a hobby, and I enjoy photography. So 1 year, one of my relatives got me paints and canvas, and I go, "What's this?" And they go, "Well, you like taking pictures."
Yup.
Just ask your florist to send a Brass and Blooms bouquet through FTD.
The Cabbage Patch Kids have fun with the Rags to Riches kids. Kermit the Frog leaps over our parade, and the Sweet Adeline sings, so stay tuned. The telecast of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, sponsored in part by Isotoner brand gloves for women.
Isotoner.
You've got a great gift on your hands.
Laces
By
in.
the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. And by McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Super fast, it's a blast.
Matchbox.
Get ready for Matchbox Super Fast. And the ultimate challenge. You build them super fast. Matchbox Super Fast. You customize them to compete. You pick the power. Matchbox Super Fast.
They do the same thing.
Which will win, slicks or knobbies? Now you race in the...
I mean, seeing as how you're not going off-road ever on this track, Slicks.
ultimate challenge. Matchbox Super Fast. Matchbox Super Fast Machines Ultimate Challenge.
Stopwatch.
Batteries not included. You
Not
put
included.
it together.
Danger sparks the air, chills tingle the spine, and the fun never stops at the greatest show on earth. It's action-packed entertainment with the world's greatest animal trainer, hilarious
Have you
clowns,
ever
and
been to a
death-defying
circus?
high-wire artists.
Once.
Oh, I've never been to one.
See all the spectacle and pageantry of this year's totally new three-ring extravaganza with all the magic of yesteryear and all the
There's no Hot Wheels English. That's damn right. They're owned by the same company, but why is it Matchbox? That's the thing. Matchbox is supposed to be the company that preserves the reality of the automobile form, whereas Hot Wheels is supposed to be a little more like creative license, but they both kind of suck when it comes to the detailing.
Wonder of Tomorrow, the 111th edition of Wrangling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Now at Meadowlands Arena. Also coming to Nassau Coliseum Thursday, December 3rd. See your newspaper for details.
Things will never be the same at Tucker Inn. Because starting today, I'm serving a new topping. Not just any new topping.
I'm going to tuck him in, too.
Now there's another Cool Whip.
Look at that fridge. Is this Mrs. Garrett from some show?
Extra creamy dairy recipe. But it's not dairy that's so exciting. It's this.
It's basically whipped palm kernel oil, guys. If you eat a lot of it, it'll give you diarrhea. It's cool because it's in the fridge, and it's whipped because we whipped a bunch of hydrogenated oils. It's disgusting.
Extra creamy, fresh as homemade taste. Mmm. And taste.
Cool Whip is trash.
Just what counts at Tucker Inn.
Great topping.
Delicious. See what I mean?
Cool Whip.
Great topping. What is this? Whipped cream? Oh, funny story. No, it's whipped vegetable shortening with artificial vanilla flavor. This sucks.
Whip topping, original and new extra creamy dairy recipe.
Extra
Two
creamy.
great, fresh as homemade tastes.
They add lactose, probably.
Probably.
Radio City Music Hall presents the Magnificent Christmas Spectacular. Watch the magic happen as the fabulous Rockettes bring the toy soldiers to life.
Hold on. You're going to have to look in the chat for this, but it's this. You know, what's raw? No cream.
Wink.
We'd like to thank our Commodore 64 for putting this together.
Buy your tickets now
So
at the
Big
Music Hall
Salmon.
box
Hey,
office,
Big Salmon.
Ticketron,
Cream
or
for
call
me?
Charge It. Fall head over heels in love with the Christmas show.
If you dare.
Happy Thanksgiving from KDKA TV2. Don't miss Levitt's Furniture's after holiday sale. Save 15% off everything in stock. Friday and Saturday only at the Levitt's Furniture showroom near you.
Toy soldiers and tinsel mean the season's here at Lindale Mall. How can you give the best holiday party ever? Let alfalfas do the work.
Hey, P.S. If they're ever going to have like a display of Christmas soldiers or bears or any other sort of animals, watch your autistic children around them because they might get a directive from God through Leonard Bearstein and they go from, was it Christian to Chris Chan? And then you got a problem.
Meat and cheese trays, sandwich platters,
Thank
super
you, Big
subs,
Sam.
relish
Much
trays, and
obliged.
more from Alfalfa's Deli, Lindale, and downtown. From Strawberry Starship, the Manchester Oak, now just $3.29. And the Jamaican oak with cane headboard, now
Hell yeah. If I got a lady back to my place in 1988 and I go, baby, this is the Strawberry Starship Jamaican oak, she would just she would be washed down the hall in her own juices. She wouldn't even make it to the bed, which is also full of juice.
$269. Strawberry Starship, Lindale Mall and Sycamore Mall, Iowa City. Lindale Mall, growing up
The electric Strawberry Starship.
a one-of-a-kind season just for you.
The holidays are full of surprises. The nicest ones come from Kay's Merchandise.
Aha!
You'll entertain easier with the O'Sullivan Microwave Cart. Lots of storage at a little...
Guys, if you're hungry, check out the microwave cart. It's easy to use, and it's still touch-based controls.
Price, just $78.84. Save on safety from First Alert. Choose a smoke detector or kitchen fire extinguisher for less than $10. Or put a Smith
You probably won't need one for the 30 years because you won't be frying a turkey anytime soon.
On a typewriter with Spellwrite under the tree. No mistakes at this price. Only $199.97.
Oh, yeah, they're going to wheel the microwave around the house like the fucking TV VCR of the AV Club.
The holiday sale. Now at Kay's.
Can I introduce you guys to any Totino's pizza rolls? You just pushed it through the living room?
Kay's Merchandise.
Now back to Hogan's Heroes.
Get a stereo for Christmas, or a color TV, a car stereo, a CB, a Sony Betamax, a TV video game. Get it now, because Crazy Eddie's Christmas sale prices are insane.
You guys want a reel-to-reel tape deck? I know you kids are into the Citizens Band radio. Come on down.
We got the best tree they had.
So, not for nothing, like it is kind of witchcraft, Baked Salmon, because he says, how does a typewriter autocorrect? It's two ways. This isn't funny, but it's something I know about. If it's early on in the process, there'll be a ribbon reel and a whiteout reel, so you can hit delete and it'll white it out and you can type over it. Or if you're in the future and using like a Brother word processor, it will spell check and do all that stuff before it types it out.
Huh.
But before they had computers, and it was just like, you know, like a literal roll of whiteout tape, you go, well, I didn't mean to say bona fide. You go, delete. What?
Special gifts for mom and dad. It's the best time of year. Now
Here, Dad, a pocket full of chocolate chips. What the fuck?
everyone's here. Toll House. It's good to be home.
Chocolatey, warm Toll House cookies made only with Nestle Toll House morsels.
Toll House did it right.
Yep.
Not for nothing, but like chocolate chips, you go, A Toll House morsel feels so fucking bougie. I couldn't believe that, like, whenever there was a bag of Toll House morsels in my house, I go, did we win the fucking lottery? Chocolate chips, who cares? Everybody makes those. Kroger makes a bag of chocolate chips. But morsels.
Yeah.
It's morsels.
So fancy.
Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. That was, hopefully you didn't burn down your porch with your amputee relative, quadruple amputee relative this holiday season. But if you haven't yet, there's still Christmas. But thank you for showing up and enjoying a little bit of Thanksgiving leftovers with us. You know, Thanksgiving gets short shrift. I'm not a huge fan of it, but some people kind of like it or something. Anyway, we're going to be rolling into the Christmas content on Wednesday moving forward. But, oh my God, there's so much going on. Sarah Boone's sentencing is going to be coming up Friday.
Yes.
I still want to jump into the unedited or whatever, the raw Mike Manzi processing because, like, how can I not? But we got so much stuff to roll through, but with the fullness of time, look forward to our Christmas stuff. Once again, produced by FDO himself. If you would like to check out his channel, is Uncanny Jams here on YouTube. Check out Baked Salmon, obviously, if you haven't already, because he's like our patron saint. But, you know, that being said, I appreciate you showing up and hopefully not burning your family alive with peanut oil. I'll probably play the the true crime song next episode, FDO. I know that's not your bag, but if you want to show up and hear that, it'll be there. But like, I'm saving that. So the true crime theme song that FDO and I worked on, he gave me he wrote the chorus essentially, and I sort of filled in the rest about what we've done. You're going to have to wait for it. Again, thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate the hell out of you. See you in a couple of days for some true crime content. Good night.
Bye.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.